MMAReligion.com.
Hey, this is Connor for MMAReligion.com here with the welterweight champion of the UFC, Mr. George Rush St. Pierre. Thanks for taking the time, George.
My pleasure.
All right.
Always.
So first of all, I just want to tell you that whenever you leave the room, every girl in here just giggles, like a schoolgirl. I just want to clear the air here. I mean, just to let you know, in case you didn't.
I think they giggle because I'm leaving. They're like, yes, finally, this foreigners go back in his country. He's gonna stop bugging us here.
I think maybe a little something different. But anyway, we're gonna skip that. Do you ever just wake up at night and say, "Holy crap, I'm George St. Pierre. This is pretty awesome." Because I would all the time. I might not even be able to sleep because I just say that.
You're funny, man. I mean, I wake up. I wake up like everybody else. When I wake up, it takes me a couple of minutes to realize where I'm at and everything, and then the day goes on.
Nice. Okay, so your next fight's up against Dan Hardy, who's super tough, and it seems to me he loves to get under people's skin. I mean, I think it helps him and sets them in a different sort of mindset with their opponents. Is there any chance of him getting under your skin at all?
Of course, he already did, and I mean, it's on. The war is on.
Nice. That's good. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be awesome. So you're here in Colorado right now, George. How's training going here? How'd it go?
Training go very well. It's very hard in the beginning, especially because it's a high altitude. So it's very hard for me, you know. So, but after a couple of days, you get used to it. And when I go back to the sea level, I'll have an edge.
Nice. Okay, so with a name like George, I mean, and your name is spelled awesome. It has an S on the end. Now, my parents actually copped out on giving me a really cool name. My name could have been Santino Danger Cordova, but unfortunately that never happened. But could you tell us the story behind your name? Because I know it, but it's really cool, but I'm not sure if everybody else knows it.
Behind my name, George St. Pierre? Mm-hmm. My origin, where I come from?
It has an S on the end because you were named after two Georges, right?
No. George in English, it's like George Bush, for instance. It doesn't take a S because it's English George. Mm-hmm. But Georges in French, it take a S. So it depends where you come from, you know. Everybody call me George, but it's Georges.
Georges.
Yes.
I'm gonna start saying
French.
it like that. Okay, Georges.
Like John in English, and in French it's Jean. G-E-A-N.
I wish I had a cool accent. I wish I was born.
You can fake it.
I'll try it. It's gonna be terrible. Should I do an accent of you? Okay.
I think the best accent, the most sexy accent, actually, it's the British accent. It's not the French. I think the French accent is the ugliest one. So.
I don't know. I think George St. Pierre is a pretty good accent.
Yeah, I don't know about that. If it's a British that says my name, it look pretty cool.
So, what do you think? I know you did Kyokushin when you were younger. How do you think that's played into your fight game now that you're one of the best in the world as far as what you do?
Yeah, I did Kyokushin Kai for a long time. I was America champion, you know. I won the America Cup. It was a sport I used to do before I started training in mixed martial arts. I was 7 years old until 17, 18, before I switched to mixed martial art to train different disciplines. It helped me, give me a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, and a good footwork, you know. It's very flexibility. It's especially, I think, the physical attribute that it gives me, and the creativity of my attack. I think that's what helped me a lot. Plus, of course, my coaches, my training partner. I haven't I'm champion, but I haven't claimed the Everest by myself. I have a whole team behind me that support me, and without every single of these guys, I wouldn't be there today.
I mean, you have some of the best coaches in the world. That brings me to the next question. I mean, you're here at Grudge Training Center with Trevor Whitman. What do you think is is that the principal reason why you're here, to work with Coach T?
Yeah, I work with the guys and the coach. It's a secret weapon for me. I make fun of it. I'm like, it's a secret weapon. They teach me. They have a lot of stuff that they teach me that I don't have nowhere else. Mm-hmm. And I try to think every single of the thing that I can get from them and put them into my game.
Sure, sure. I mean, you have some of the most versatile games in the world. And as far as you've been so dominant in your division, I mean, you've been reigning over the welterweights for a long time. And it seems to me, unfortunately, a lot of times champions lose that fire to go out and win. But it seems to me you go out there every time and you're fighting to win opposed to not to lose. How do you find the motivation for that still?
I don't fight. If you fight to not lose, you're gonna lose. You know. I fight to win. Every fight, I don't fight to be champion anymore because I am champion. So I fight for the challenge, for my legacy. I fight because when I wake up in the morning, I love what I do for a living. And this fight against NRD, I see it as a great challenge because I have a chance to succeed where I felt last time when I was in the same situation. He's the underdog. Everybody told me, "Oh, I'm gonna beat him," and blah blah blah. It's a lot of people doesn't believe that he should have a title shot. So it's a little bit the same situation where I was when I fought Matt Serra the first time, and everybody knows what happened. I made a mistake, and the kind of guy never make the same mistake twice. And I want to make a statement for that fight. I'm gonna come the best George St. Pierre ever, stronger, faster, more tools, more skills, and I've been working on a lot of stuff that I can't wait to put into that fight.
We're looking forward to it. You ready for the quick answers?
Of course, yeah.
All right, let's do this, sucker. Best MMA nickname?
The Playboy is one of my friends in Canada. He fights. His name is Stéphane the Playboy Dubé. But he wanted to change his nickname because everybody was making fun, and he has a business. He has a karate school. So because of me, he had this nickname because of me. I used to call him because of that, because he's like 45, 46 years old around. And he looked like he's early 30s, so he looked very good and everything. So I've been calling him the Playboy because every girl likes him.
That's awesome.
Hey, it's supposed to be a quick question. What the hell I'm doing? I'm sorry about it.
I like the story.
I'll do it fast then.
Toughest opponent?
John Fitch.
Favorite junk food?
McDonald's trio, the three cheeseburger. Fries change for a poutine, which is called in Quebec. French fries, cheese, and gravy on top with a good drink.
I'm hungry. The song that you love the most, but it's just a terrible song.
It's a terrible song. A song that I like the most.
Song that you're guilty to like.
Pretty much. I like French hip hop because that's where I come from. You know, it's a lot of people here in the United States doesn't understand where it come from, so they probably hate it.
I'll have to listen to it. Dogs or cats?
Dog.
Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris. You haven't read the book about the 300 fact of Chuck Norris?
I own the book.
When Chuck Norris does push-up, he doesn't push up. He pushed the herd down.
Oh, yeah. He's a beast. He's a beast. He shot down a German fighter plane once, pointing his fingers at it.
When Chuck Norris get into the water, he doesn't get wet. The water get Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris isn't hung like a horse. Horses are hung like Chuck Norris. Yes! Oh, man.
Chuck Norris doesn't hunt, because hunt mean the possibility of failing. Chuck Norris kills.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm going to have to study my book. We're going to do this again. Okay.
One day, Chuck Norris went at the Wheel of Fortune. They were supposed to have 5 contestants in a half an hour show. He was the first contestant. When he spin the wheel, it take 29 minutes for the wheel stop turning. So the other contestant couldn't make it on that show.
Oh, Chuck Norris was born in a log cabin he built with his own hands. Oh, man. What is the...
I'm going to miss my flight. Let's do it.
All right. What's the biggest lie you've ever told a girl?
Oh, my God. I've been bad. You know? Seriously, ladies, I'm sorry. I've been bad before, you know. I'm a nice guy now, but like, I've been bad. Like, shit. I never broke girls' heart intentionally, though. I always said the truth. That's one thing about me. You're never gonna talk to a girl who's gonna be, George is an asshole, George is this, because it never happened. I always been clear with a girl when anyway, do it. So every girl knew, but I've been doing I've been saying some lies to not offend the person. You know
So
what I
they're
mean?
nice lies.
Nice side to because I don't like to hurt people, you know. So
They're good lies.
but I never said to a girl like, "Oh, I want to marry you" or stuff like that when it wasn't true. Like I'm not that type of person. I'm not a bad person for that. But I already lies to a girl. Like for example, like a girl could be, for example, ugly. She come to me, she says, "Hey, how it look? Do you think I'm pretty?" Like I can't say no. Like she's gonna be offended. I'm
You're
gonna
smart.
be you know, things like that. You know?
Sure. And finally, meanest kid in middle school.
Oh, it was a lot of bad kid when I was a kid. I was dealing with a lot of mean kid. You know, I had a lot of problems.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, George. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Shout out to my friends Alex Mitchell, Andrew Byer, Adam Murphy, and John Lee. Keep the faith, guys.